Anyone can do simple building tasks. I made some adjustments to the blueprint. What the heck, Tom?
I knew Tom was involved in this.
Huh? Do you know him, Mr. Anderson?
Do I know him? Don't you know what your son-in-law does for a living?
Trouble Busters!
Anyone can do simple building tasks.
My name is Tom. I'm part of a construction team to build an event dome that my father-in-law is associated with.
All you guys know is how to build a house. I can build one too. Do you know why? Because you have an architect license, right?
And he's been saying things that just aren't putting everyone in the right mood. 60% of what he says consists of insults, and the other 40% are bragging. I had no idea he was like this. He looks like a bear, but acts like a fox in front of some others.
All right, the morning meeting is over. Make sure you guys keep up with me.
I don't know if I should have ever signed this contract. But work is just work. And after we continued on with work for 2 years and a month...
What is it, Tom? Just get back to work.
We aren't able to continue the construction.
Huh?
If we continue, the dome will not quite be airtight, and it could end up becoming vulnerable to rain. It wouldn't have much earthquake resistance either, and it could end up with cracks if there was one.
I drew the blueprint so anyone like you guys can still build the dome. There are a lot of ways that we can still adjust it so we can make the building stronger.
But that sounds like things aren't planned too well.
Why didn't you say anything when I gave you the blueprint then, huh?
I didn't even imagine that you'd give me an incomplete blueprint.
If you want me to revise the blueprint, it's gonna be an additional charge.
Additional charge?
It only makes sense because you guys messed up, and you need me to revise the blueprint. I'm fine with paying you 50% of our contract, too.
This bastard. Just to make sure I could plan on any emergencies, I decided to seal this deal with half of what my father-in-law had initially agreed to pay us.
You guys are so incompetent you can't even figure these problems out on your own. I really don't understand why we need these stupid carpenters. Use your brain while you're alive, son.
He's been rude and arrogant, he's not responsible for his work, and he insults carpenters. Let's go, guys. I'm not letting him get away with this. Trouble Busters!
This is wonderful. Nathan, isn't this your first time building such a large dome?
Well, it wasn't too difficult for me to build a dome this size. Are you sure about that? Huh? We saw the blueprint, but it was quite terrible. To be quite honest with you, I'm surprised that you were able to complete this dome with such a sloppy blueprint. Oh, I mean, the blueprint was just there to kick off the project, and we made sure to be flexible with our plans. May we ask how you were able to manage the completion of this building, even though the blueprint was such a sloppy mess? Well...
That was because I made sure I made some adjustments to the blueprint, as I felt responsible to the project manager.
What the heck, Tom?
I knew Tom was involved in this.
Huh? Do you know him, Mr. Anderson?
Do I know him? Don't you know what your son-in-law does for a living?
What do you mean by that?
He's a first-class architect, although he chooses to place himself at construction sites.
What? But he never told me anything about that.
Having too many pilots will bring the ship to the mountain. I figured we didn't need 2 architects for the same project, as it can bring some trouble. I'm sure Tom didn't tell you because he knew that you are also an architect.
But I've been in the industry longer.
It doesn't matter how long you've been in the industry, it doesn't always give you talent. You seem to misunderstand your position. You only consider the site workers to be your slaves. Tom knows how to think outside the box. He's always creative and welcomes new ideas and thoughts.
But I've been responsible in completing this project, sir.
And you completed this project thanks to Tom's blueprint. I'm so glad that I made sure I placed someone who knows what he's doing for this project.
Does that mean you placed him in this project in case I turned out to be a failure?
That's right, especially since my company spent a lot to develop this project. I had to make sure it was successful.
But let me remind you that this dome came to completion because I had taken charge, and I want to make sure you know that. If you say so, could you kindly explain to us?
What exactly were your plans to complete this project with such a terrible blueprint?
Your results are all that matter. I took charge, and the dome was completed.
You're such a liar, you don't even deserve to call yourself an architect.
What did you just say?
We never did a single thing that you told us to.
But I came up with the blueprint.
And Tom shared with you the faults that the blueprint had when all you did was to tell us to handle it on our own.
That's not true. I told Tom that I'd be willing to edit the blueprint if only he was willing to pay for an additional charge. It wasn't like I was neglectful. Does that mean you would have been able to complete the project if only you got paid? That's what my job is.
Interesting. Let me pay you then.
Huh?
I'll pay you, so why don't you come up with the blueprint?
Oh, I'm going to need some time.
You can take as much time as you want. When can you get it done?
3 months?
You can't spend 3 months. You'd be overdue if this was a real project. Tom was able to pull it off.
Can I confirm that you admit how Tom is a superior architect compared to yourself? What? But Tom is still young and unexperienced while I've been in this industry for over 20 years.
Why don't you prove it then?
Even an amateur architect would come up with a better blueprint than you. Aren't you ashamed of yourself sitting there all comfy?
What? Did you even thank Tom for saving your sorry butt?
How dare you sit there as if you completed this project when you only gave us a faulty blueprint?
That's because I'm the executive chief for this project, and that's why... Why don't you explain how exactly you took responsibilities for your blueprint, then?
We don't need excuses, just show us what you've got.
I already told you that I'm going to need more time. Are you sure about that? Besides, do you even know what exactly was wrong with this blueprint? I kind of do know.
You kind of do know? Does that mean you don't exactly know?
Please, hold on.
Huh? What?
Oh? You guys can't just keep saying whatever you want. You're making Nathan embarrassed.
Oh, Tom!
What I'm trying to say is that
I knew you'd be on my side. Tell them everything you have on your mind.
I can't possibly miss out on this interrogation, so may I please join you guys?
What the heck, Tom?
Me too.
Mr. Anderson!
I've only wanted to be nice to you because you're my wife's father, but I've had enough. My company, Trubus Construction Company, will never sign any contracts with you ever again.
What? But Tammy isn't going to be happy if you do something like that.
You fool. Tammy's already super upset with you, and she said she won't ever talk to you again.
What? Hey, answer our questions. You haven't answered anything. I don't have time for that. Hey, Tom, did Tammy really say she won't talk to me again?
Of course she won't. You only look down at the carpenters. Who would ever want to talk to a guy like you? No one. No one wants to deal with you.
How dare you! I want you to apologize to all of us.
That's right. You need to apologize, especially to Tom.
Explain. Apologize. With this sloppy blueprint, this dome would have become vulnerable to rain. What exactly was your plan to prevent that from happening?
Was it your plan to build the world's first dome that has a roof without any use?
Was this what you said about how the blueprint was left with blanks to fill in for the carpenters to figure out for fun?
It was no fun. It was just a sloppy excuse for your sloppy job.
Why can't you just admit it?
Oh my God, I made a mistake. I'm sorry. I'm gonna make sure I make this right.
And that's all you had to say, and I would have been simply willing to help you out. I wouldn't have had a problem letting you call yourself the one who took charge of this project, too.
I heard you've been struggling with your business recently. I was initially planning on having Tom's company take care of this entire project.
What?
Your company wasn't even in my plan, and that was because I didn't think your company would have been capable.
But why? You said you had Tom associated with this project just in case.
I said that just to be nice to you.
I mean, look what happened after Nathan took charge. Mr. Anderson made the right decision to keep Tom associated.
I thought we were all here to help each other out, and that's why I thought it'd be best if you took charge of the project while I supported you through the project.
And I agreed to that, with my only condition being that I needed Tom to support you, Nathan.
We honestly didn't like the idea because you'd be taking all the credit that Tom would have deserved.
But Tom talked to all of us and said he really wanted you to take charge for this project, and that's the only reason why we stayed on board.
I had no idea.
I personally wanted to see what it was like to get to work with you, too.
I understand now.
But I guess this is all over now.
What? Wait, Tom?
Now I know what kind of person you are after working with you closely for this entire time. You don't deserve to call yourself an architect.
Wait, hold on. You can't just deny me like that. What? I may have said something about additional charges and half pay, but those were just all jokes.
Jokes? Really?
Yeah, just some stupid jokes. Who in the world would talk about additional charges when it was his own fault for drawing a faulty blueprint? That wouldn't make sense, would it?
That's right. It makes no sense, and you tried to pull it off.
What? No way. I don't know anything about that.
Why do you keep doing this to yourself? No one will ever trust you, and no one will ever see any ethics in you if you keep acting like this.
What? You had that with you?
Of course I had this with me. I kept it just in case I couldn't come up with any idea on how to save this project.
You're such a terrible architect. Hey, all of you reporters should keep a record of this. Don't even let this guy build a doghouse.
I'm ending my contract with you effective immediately. We'll never see each other ever again.
My wife is currently suggesting that your wife break up with you.
Break up?
Of course she'd do that. Just think about what happens after the reporters break the news about this dome. Your clients who had you build their homes, real estate brokers, they're all going to be concerned about the buildings that you took charge of. I'm sure they're going to get home inspections.
No, that's not going to be okay.
Why not?
Oh, God, can't you at least tell us that the other projects you've completed were good? I mean, y'all have a lot to say about me.
Of course we would.
Power tripping, sloppy blueprint, neglecting to take responsibilities, stealing credits, making excuses, coming up with sloppy lies.
Do you even realize how much misery you've exposed out of yourself at such a public setting?
Completing large projects like this will give you fame and wealth, but it'll completely demolish your reputation if you fail. It's obviously a high-risk, high-return job to do.
As the person in charge of construction, you should have done your best to harmonize yourself with those you work with.
After today, you're on trial. And what will happen depends on whether you had integrity with the projects you've been in charge of or not.
By the way, since Tom completed this project and fulfilled his contract with you, he's fully booked with clients for the next 5 years. Starting tomorrow, everyone in the construction industry has been saying good things about Tom's company.
But I didn't know that.
And that's because you're blind with what's going on in the industry. It's good that you're proud of yourself, but you should be more open to ideas and information. But I guess it's already too late for that.
Tom!
Oh God, what's the matter? Stop that.
Please, protect my company.
Protect what?
I'm your father-in-law. You have to save me. Look, if you need time to forgive me, I don't mind waiting.
Who in the world do you think you are?
Huh?
What makes you think you can ask me to do that? Do you really think I'd forgive you if you apologize like that?
I'm sorry. I know I was in the wrong, but I wanted to make sure you knew that I'm still superior to you.
Just quit this already. Don't even apologize because it's only displeasing me.
But this is the best apology that I could give. I'm sorry. I'll fix myself. So tell me what I'm doing wrong.
Don't talk to me.
Wait, Tom, please. You have to help me out.
Let me make it clear that even if I were to try to help him out, he's already helpless. This guy is a monster. There's no way I could save him. As we all predicted, as soon as the reporters broadcast what we all saw at the ceremony, Nathan's company started receiving countless complaints.
Yes, I understand. Please kindly hold for a moment.
Oh, God!
Oh, is that so? I'm sorry to hear that. We will make sure to report this and make this right for you. We are truly sorry.
Oh my God, this is enough! It just cut off the phone line!
I heard he was screaming across his office all day long. After investigation, it was discovered that about 35% of the homes that he built had been based on faulty blueprints that he drew. He became responsible for the property damage. He lost all assets he had for the company. He lost all his clients. The only thing he had was trial. After a trial, after another trial, he had to file for bankruptcy for his company and close down his business. He wanted to file for bankruptcy for his accounts too, but it didn't go as he wished.
What do you mean I'm still liable for the debt even after I shut down the business?
And that's because your case would be considered duty of diligence, which is moral, legal, or contractual obligation to act with care and prudence in the performance of one's duties.
Oh, God!
It looks like you filed bankruptcy for something similar to this case in the past, and I don't think this is possible.
But how do you even know that my case would be considered duty of diligence?
It's a fact, not an assumption.
But why?
Based on what you told me, I believe the fact that you made a critical business decision that caused the closure of your company would apply as the reason why.
But that's too strict. All business owners need to make some kind of decision at one point, and there are always unknowns and risks.
I understand where you're coming from. If the duty of diligence applied to every business decision being made, it would almost be impossible for any business owners or chairmen of large companies to ever come up with that business decision.
All right, so you do get what I mean.
However, your company has ended up building way too many faulty buildings. Out of the 3,000 home inspections conducted, 1,050 of those buildings have ended up with construction flaws. And that's nearly 35% of the buildings completed by your company. This is a critical error in making business decisions, and therefore you would be responsible for the duty of diligence, at least at a greater chance.
As Mr. Cobweb explained, Nathan had ended up with a large personal debt due to his case being subject to duty of diligence.
But I didn't do any of this on purpose.
He became a well-known person in the construction industry with a terrible reputation. Not only couldn't he start his business again, but he faced challenges finding a new job at all. His daughter and his wife had disowned him. I overheard from someone that he currently works in the countryside where no one knows him as a handyman, fixing things around people's houses.
But I used to be an architect.
As for me, I've been getting more and more clients reaching out to me after completing the Dome project. I'm looking forward to building meaningful establishments to contribute to society with my guys alongside me. Trouble Busters!
What? Why would you do something like this? Now, Heather, why don't we go eat some legitimate food, like from a high-end sushi restaurant?
You know, Grandma,
What?
Trouble Busters!
Yay! My name is Helen. We're having a birthday party for my sweet little daughter, Heather. We've been getting ready since early in the morning and everything looks good. The food is all good to go too. I'm happy to see Heather so excited. We were planning on taking a break since we still have time before we start the party. Oh, hi, Patricia. Thank you so much for making time for this party. Cut it out. Your appreciation doesn't mean anything to me. What?
Hello, Grandma.
Oh, Heather. Oh, as adorable as always, just like when I used to be young. What brings you here so early? Huh? You're here quite early. I came to check everything out. Check everything out? What do you mean? Wait, Patricia? What the heck is this? Huh? That's the food we're serving everyone for the party. What? Patricia? What? Why would you do something like this? Now, Heather, why don't we go eat some legitimate food, like from a high-end sushi restaurant? Oh, Heather? Hello, is this Trouble Sushi? Can we order the deluxe sushi set for 5? Why? Why would she do something like this on Heather's birthday? I know she hates me, and I don't care what she says about me, but this is simply unacceptable. This is not okay. Please deliver them as soon as you can.
You know, Grandma,
What is it? Oh, what's the matter, Heather?
Mom and I made that food together.
What? I didn't know. Oh, I had no idea you also made that food. Oh, I wouldn't have done this if only I knew. Oh, Heather, you would understand, right?
What's going on over here?
Oh,
What's the matter?
Is there something wrong?
no, there isn't anything wrong.
Look at that.
Oh, God, what happened?
Mom and I've been working hard since early this morning to make this food.
Huh?
And Grandma threw them away.
What?
She threw them away.
What? We've been looking forward to their food so much, so we even went jogging around the town to get ourselves hungry. What are you going to do about this?
I wasn't the one who threw it away.
What?
You know, I just got here. I don't know anything about this.
Are you saying that Heather is lying to us?
Well,
Besides, why would they do this after they spent time making the food?
Helen tricked me into this. What? I'm sure she wanted to make me look bad in front of everyone else just because she hates me. You must have told Heather to say what she just said. What?
Why would Helen ever do that?
Remember, I told you before. Helen hates me, and that's why she decided to trick me into this situation out of all days on my granddaughter's birthday. Helen, how could you do this to me? I mean, Heather and I made all that food together. No, I was the one who made all the food. What? When? Oh, are you trying to convince everyone that I never made this food? How dare you! I worked hard to make all of this food because it's my sweet little granddaughter's birthday. But Patricia, you said you just got here. No, I've been here since this morning. You weren't here, but you were here. Is this some type of horror or what? I've been working so hard to make the food for my dear little Heather. I wanted to make her happy on her birthday. Were you casting an astral projection of yourself or something?
If what you're saying is true, why are you the only one without an apron?
Huh? Helen tore my apron apart. I might as well cast myself as Hulk if that was true. Anyways, I was the one who cooked all the food, and Helen was the one who threw them all away, and I'm the innocent mother-in-law who's getting bullied by my son's wife.
But the apron!
You're a grown man. Stop repeating the word apron every time you open your mouth.
But Patricia, you're not making any sense, and it sounds like you're avoiding that subject.
Shut up. Look, I got here before the two of you, and that only proves that I cooked all the food. I even did all the groceries to make the food, but Helen threw it all away, so it was me. I was the one who made the food.
So what were they?
Huh?
Grandma, if you're going to insist so much that you made the food, you would know what you cooked, right?
Oh, of course I would remember them all. I first made omelet rice,
And
curry with rice,
what else?
a meatloaf. Of course I remember all of them, especially since I was the one who made them.
What kind?
Huh?
I'm asking what kind.
What do you mean, what kind?
It wasn't just random food that we cooked for a random day.
Huh? What?
You wouldn't have thought that we would make ordinary food when we were cooking all morning to serve everyone at the birthday party, would you?
Oh, yeah, of course.
What did we write on the omelet rice using ketchup?
Omelet rice?
You don't know, do you?
It said, congrats.
Huh?
That's right. There's only one word that should ever be written anywhere on a day we celebrate like this. I'm sure the omelet rice says congrats with ketchup.
It was giant beetle.
What? Why would it say that?
And what about the curry with rice?
Huh? Is she trying to trick me here too? What would young people do? Damn curry. I think that's what it said.
It was just a normal thank you curry.
And it's suddenly back to a normal birthday party.
And last but not least, Grandma,
Huh?
what about the meatloaf? Do you remember?
I'm sure you made some trick to it, but didn't have much meaning. I know exactly what you're thinking. Wait, what? Hey, why? What's going on?
She made the meatloaf so it looks like you, smiling.
What?
She wanted to make sure that each meatloaf looked like me, Ted, Ben, and of course you, and make all of us look like we were smiling. It was her first time ever cooking a meatloaf, and she spent so much time making it.
What? But I...
Patricia, you didn't just throw away food. You threw away Heather's love for you.
Oh, that's not true. I had no idea that Heather made that food for me. I wasn't trying to hurt anyone's feelings.
Why did you do something like this then?
Well, that was because...
Why were you laughing after you did something so rude? Besides, Grandma, you always say terrible things whenever Mom cooks for all of us. I know everything.
What?
Oh, Heather, that's just a misunderstanding.
I'm old enough to know bad words too, Grandma. Why can't you ever consider how someone would feel when you say those things?
Oh, well...
Mom always wants me and Dad to be happy when we eat her food. I've always watched her spend so much time cooking for us.
Oh, Heather.
I wanted to make Mom, Dad, Grandpa, and you, Grandma, happy. And that's why I worked so hard to cook everything. But, Grandma, I can't forgive what you've done.
Hold on, Heather. I really didn't know that you cooked the food.
And that's just an excuse.
It's true. If only I knew that you also took part in cooking all the food, I wouldn't have done anything like this.
But you threw them away anyways.
That was because I thought Helen was the one who cooked all the food.
Oh?
Oh?
Are you saying it would have been fine if Helen was the one who made all the food?
No, that's not exactly what I meant to say.
Don't tell me that you've always been bullying Helen the way you tried to bully her today.
Oh, that's a false accusation.
Why is there food that Helen and Heather cooked inside our trash can right in front of us then?
The food slipped out of my hands. That's what happened.
So the food must have slipped out of your hands to jump right into the trash can, huh? All the way from the living room?
Sounds more like it flew out of her hands. I don't think any excuses should be accepted. You've clearly been bullying Helen.
I would never do anything like that.
Yes, you did, Grandma.
Oh, Heather.
I told you earlier, remember?
Heather has always been an honest little girl who knows the right thing to do, if Heather says so. We're sure she's not lying.
Why would you say that? Heather is clearly too young to understand what's going on in the bigger picture.
Oh, I understand everything.
No, you don't understand a thing. All I wanted to do was make sure I got strict on Helen so she would learn from me and become a great wife to my son.
That's a lie, Grandma. I've even seen you throw away Mom's food without even giving it a try, too.
What?
I've also seen you touch all the clean laundry with dirty hands after Mom washed them, too.
Oh, so that was what was happening with my laundry.
I've also seen you go to Mom's flower garden to…
That's enough, Heather. You need to calm down a little.
No, I've been choosing not to say anything because I loved you too, Grandma, but I don't want to help you out anymore after what you've done on my birthday.
Oh, Heather, that was because I misunderstood.
But I'm not forgiving you.
Why would you say that, Heather?
You're saying that you would have been okay throwing away Mom's food?
Huh?
I get you, Heather. You're sad that your food got thrown away, and you would only be as sad if Mom's food got thrown away too, right?
That's right. I'm really sad right now.
Of course you would be sad, and I'm sad too to find out that the wife I've been with all these years would do something like this to my son's wife, Patricia.
But, you know we're all a family, right? Oh, can't we just forgive and forget? Say that one more time. Here, Heather and everyone else, look at this. This is the deluxe sushi set that I ordered for all of us. Now let's eat this good food and forgive and forget everything that happened, okay?
I'm not forgiving you no matter what.
Huh?
I've always held it in myself because this was only about you and I, but you have hurt Heather's feelings this time.
But I have this deluxe sushi for all of us.
You can feed us sushi all you want, but it's not going to make us forgive you at all. You hurt my daughter.
Oh, come on, don't be like that.
I'm prohibiting you to enter my premises moving forward.
What?
I'm also prohibiting you to be anywhere near Heather moving forward.
What? Oh, wait, hold on.
And I am eternally terminating our family relationship between you and I.
So what? Oh, that's just your opinion, Helen.
Nope, don't ever come here again.
What? But Heather.
Goodbye forever, Grandma.
But wait, Heather, you can't do this. You know, I'll buy you anything you want, and I'll take you to an amusement park and anywhere else you want to go. What about a vacation trip to another country? So now…
No, thank you.
Oh, come on, don't be like that. I'm sure you have a lot of friends by now. Do you want some allowance?
No, thank you.
What about some purses or makeup?
You don't understand anything, Grandma.
Huh?
You don't really care how I feel, do you?
What? Oh, that's not true. I always care about how you feel.
All I ever wanted was to have fun.
Huh?
All I ever wanted was to have fun with my family and watch everyone be happy. But you never even cared to think that's all I ever wanted. Grandma, I don't ever want you here anymore.
But, oh, how did this happen? I never thought my dear little Heather would ever say something like this to me. Helen, you did this to me, didn't you?
What?
You must have told Heather to say all those things she just said to me. I know you would do that.
What? Why?
I mean, Helen has taken away my little Ben from me after I've spent 38 years raising him. Oh, she's such a thief. And this is why I've always been against this marriage. Now my granddaughter hates me because Helen did this to me. I should have never approved their marriage.
If I never married Ben, Heather wouldn't have been in this world.
Shut up! I hate you from the bottom of my soul. You better give me back Ben and Heather to me and just file a divorce and stay out of my life.
Have you ever heard that what goes around comes around?
What?
I'm breaking up with you, and you're gonna leave my house ASAP.
What? Why?
This incident only made me realize the type of person you are, and I can't live with you any longer. I don't care if I'd have to pay you settlement or what, but I want you out of my house by the end of the day today.
Oh, you're kidding, right? Oh, Ben, you have to help.
I'm disowning our relationship.
What? No, you guys can't do that. Please, I'll be a better person. So please, you can't do this to me. You all can't just dump me on the street like this.
Ma'am?
Huh? What?
I've been waiting for your payment.
Oh, why don't you ask them?
We have nothing to do with that lady.
Oh, come on, don't be like that. Look, Heather.
Grandma?
Yes? Are you going to help me?
Goodbye, adios, ciao. I hate you.
I
hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
Oh.
Ted filed a divorce with Patricia. She was given no choice but to leave the house, and I heard that she lives in an affordable apartment somewhere in the town. As for us, we decided to redo Heather's birthday party on a later day. We had a great time cooking the food together and spending precious family time together. We were excited to see everyone happy at her birthday celebration. Troublebusters!
I'm going to have to ask you to move out of this house.
Fine by me.
I'm so glad that I no longer have to see you or your child's face every day.
Helen, you're so stupid.
If only you had tried to get along better with your mother-in-law, you would have been able to live in this gorgeous home.
You all seem to be looking at the situation incorrectly. What are you talking about?
My name is Helen. I live under the same roof as my husband and his mother along with our newborn baby. Not again.
Oh, Helen, you're home.
Hi, Helen. Hi, Ariel. I know that I said this many times before, but could you please let me know in advance when you're going to come over?
Ariel is part of this family. She is welcome anytime. She doesn't need your approval.
I'm not talking about my approval. It's more about common courtesy. Besides, I have a baby to take care of, and the baby has a nap schedule, so I need to know in advance if guests are going to show up at my doorstep.
Why does your baby need to be on a sleep schedule?
Or do you do things around the house while Ken is at work that you don't want him to find out about? Is that it?
Or you don't want me to find out that you haven't been taking care of the household chores as you should be. I need to keep a close eye on Helen.
Yes, you should. You don't know what she's up to all day. I make sure to get my chores done on time every day. I'm envious that Helen gets to live under the same roof as you.
I wish that I lived with you instead of Helen. You're a great wife to my son.
Thank you so much. That means a lot coming from you. I'm sorry to interrupt, but it's not fair of you to compare me to Ariel. Not only do I have my baby to take care of, I also have a full-time job. Ken is very supportive. You do remember why we began living under the same roof in the first place, don't you? Your husband, who was a gardener, broke his leg, and so we had the two of you move into our home. He fell from a high place and he had a bad fall, which caused his legs to be paralyzed. Because he was hospitalized for a long period of time, he also got dementia. We wanted to be supportive, but we did ask that you do not meddle in our lives too much after you moved in.
That was a rule that we came up with when my husband was still with us. It's natural for the rules to change now that we are different circumstances.
I agree. Rules and laws change and adapt over time.
Thank you for having my back, Ariel.
You're not listening to me. Please give me some space. Otherwise, we can't continue this living situation, and I'll need to discuss this with Ken.
Fine, talk it over with Ken, but Ken's my son. He'll agree with me. You might think that you're so important because you have a full-time job. Don't forget that you're Ken's wife, and it is your duty as his wife to keep him happy. Don't expect him to help you with the household chores. He has a full-time job too, you know. If you can't get any of the housework done, I suggest that you quit your job.
You don't seem to get it, but it's actually quite common these days for married women to have full-time jobs as well.
Well, you should think about Ken's well-being then. Why do you need to work in the first place? Can't you make do with Ken's salary alone?
I feel bad for Ken. Ken and his brother earn about the same money, so I don't think that Helen needs to continue working. We have a very comfortable life, so Helen, if you make the effort, you should be able to do the same as well.
Do you want me to teach you about frugal spending? Then you could be a stay-at-home mom. I'll teach you everything that I know.
I don't need you to teach me anything. I'm fine, thank you.
Are you so sure about that? Because you don't look fine to me. To be honest, I don't really care about what happens to you or your baby. But as long as you're married to Ken, I need to make sure that he's well taken care of. Don't use your work as an excuse to not be a good wife to Ken. I'm going to have to ask you to move out of this house.
Helen, are you sure this is the right way to go about things? If you really are going to move out of this house, I'll be more than happy to move in here with my husband.
Gosh, I hate them both so much. They're the ones that are creating more work for me. I told Ken about his mother and his brother's wife had treated me. Why are they so annoying? Will you help me come up with a way to get them to leave us alone?
Don't let him get to you like this. I think that if you act a little more like Ariel, my mother wouldn't have any issues with you. Ariel is very good at keeping my mother happy.
What kind of crappy advice is that? You're not helping me make the situation any better. I'm gonna sleep in Gavin's room tonight.
Helen, wait! I didn't mean to make you angry.
Don't touch me, Ken.
I'm in a difficult position here. She's my mother and I want the two of you to get along.
I was disappointed with Ken and I felt completely alone. My mother-in-law was not pleased about the fact that I had a full-time job. And Ariel wasn't helpful either because she always sided with our mother-in-law. And Ken was just absolutely useless. My relationship with my mother-in-law continued to be bad. It was really hard living under the same roof as her. She was such a difficult person. Then one day, she went in and did something totally unforgivable.
Hi, Helen. How are you? This is Alan from the daycare center.
Hi, Alan. Why are you calling me in the middle of a workday? Is something wrong?
Actually, yes.
What is it? Don't leave me in suspense. I left work early and rushed home after speaking to Alan. I also called my husband and told him about what had happened. What were you thinking? Shut up! This was the only way that I could get you to listen to me. Huh? It doesn't make any sense for you to take Kevin to a daycare center every day. It's a complete waste of money if you ask me. Besides, don't you think that Kevin would be happy if you raised him yourself? You're crazy, you know that? I have a full-time job and going to daycare is a good thing for Gavin as well because he gets to interact with other babies his own age. The fact that you went and picked him up without my permission is unbelievable. I'm his grandmother. I didn't do anything wrong, and all I did was bring him home. Gavin's teacher at the daycare center said that you refused to listen to him and you took Gavin home against the rules. I've had enough of Ken's mother's nonsense. I didn't want to live under the same roof as her any longer. It wasn't good for Gavin either, to be around this crazy grandmother. I'm not going to forgive her. Troublebusters! Look, if you have a problem with me, I suggest that you move out of this house. Let's talk this over with Ken tonight. I'm sure that he'll agree with me. I don't want to see you or Kevin in this house anymore. I don't think that it's your place to make this decision.
Mom, what's going on here? Helen told me that you disobeyed the daycare center's rules and took Gavin home.
Ken, listen to me. I was only trying to help. I know that I can be a bit harsh at times, but I do it out of a love for this family. You need to understand that. It hurts me to think that you and Helen have turned on me because of this. We're not turning you. We're simply asking you to respect our rules and boundaries. It upsets me that you felt the need to take Gavin out of daycare without consulting me first. I did ask you. Please don't lie to me. It'd only make matters worse. And why would Gavin's teacher call me out of work and tell me that there was trouble? I have no idea. Don't ask me. It must be some sort of misunderstanding. Ken, you know that I love Kevin and wouldn't do anything that I thought wasn't good for him, right?
I guess so.
See? I thought that you were okay with me picking up Kevin early from daycare, which is why I did so. I don't know why Kevin's teacher called you and made the situation look bad when I wasn't doing anything wrong. If anything, it was that teacher's fault. He created this misunderstanding. I missed Kevin and wanted to play with him at home. Where's the harm in that? Kevin is my precious grandson after all. You both understand, right? Actually, I don't. You never showed any interest in Gavin, so I'm assuming that you only picked him up for selfish reasons. In fact, you never even called him by his name or held him and gushed over how cute he is. Ken, why is Helen so cruel to me? What did I ever do to her to make her hate me so much?
I think that we're going to need to take more time to sort this out as a family. For now, I need you to calm down. Helen, I'm sorry that I wasn't aware about what was happening at home.
Ken.
I had no idea that things between the two of you had gotten so bad.
Well, it has, and I don't think that I can continue living under the same roof as her, Ken. That's what you want as well, right, Helen? It doesn't make sense for two people that don't get along to live with each other. In fact, I don't mind if you and Ken got divorced and you found yourself a new nice husband and a nice new mother-in-law as well.
Mom, now you're just being ridiculous.
I'm sorry, Ken.
I'm going to talk things over with Helen first and let you know about our decisions. Does that sound fair?
Actually, can we sit down and talk, just the two of us first?
I already know what you're going to say, so I'd rather talk to Helen first.
Ken, I don't mind if you talk to your mother first. I can wait.
Are you sure, Helen?
Yes, I'm sure. I have something that I want to check and prepare anyway.
Check and prepare?
She means that she wants time to prepare her concocted story.
Nope, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm gonna fill out some divorce papers.
What? Helen, where's this coming from?
I don't feel safe living in the same house as your mother, Ken. She clearly doesn't care about me or Gavin's well-being. Who knows what she'll do next? Until I get a formal apology from her and a promise telling me that she'll stop harassing me and stop using this house as leverage, I'm gonna file for a divorce. If the only solution to this is me moving out, then I'm going to divorce you, Ken.
Okay, I understand, Helen.
I need to go care for Gavin now as well, so I'll let you two talk.
Okay, Helen.
I guess that this is for the best. I know that I've kept you all waiting for some time now.
As of today, Helen and I will stop living together in this house. And you're happy about this decision, right, Helen?
Yes, that is what I want.
Then I suggest that you pack up your things and move out of this house at once.
Helen, are you sure that you're not being stupid here? If you had tried to get along with her mother-in-law, you would have been able to continue living in this gorgeous house. I heard that you've been withdrawing your savings and selling some valuable items recently. I guess you need the money to find yourself a new home, and getting a divorce is not cheap either.
I admit that the last 6 months hasn't been easy for me. I needed some money to fix the huge issue that I was facing. I've been working overtime every day for the past 6 months to pick up extra cash. Ken and I barely saw each other.
So, you were using work as an excuse instead of making an effort to solve your Marshall problems? That sounds like something that you would do.
I feel bad for Ken. How do you think that makes him feel that you earn more money than he does? I'm so glad that I'm married to Ariel and not someone like Helen. Mark, there's no need for you to say that. Don't make Helen look like a bad person.
But I thought that you two were getting a divorce.
Ken, you're still young and attractive. You'll find a new partner in no time. I'll help you get over Helen. Leave it to me.
Can we please try to set up Ken with someone who doesn't have a job like Helen? It'd be nice if Ken remarried someone that had more in common with. Helen and I never had anything to talk about.
Of course, that's the kind of woman that I'd like for Ken to remarry as well. Let's set Ken up with someone who is fun so that we can enjoy home parties together.
That sounds like a great idea. I'm so excited.
I'm looking forward to having a new sister-in-law as well.
Sorry to burst your bubble, but
What is it, Helen?
it seems that you three have misconstrued the situation.
Huh?
What?
First of all, Ken and I aren't getting divorced.
What?
Ken listened to my side of the story and told me that he would fully support me in my decisions.
Okay. Either way, this is Ken's house, so I know that he'll eventually return. Ken, I'll take good care of this house while you're gone, so feel free to move back in any time that you want. Ken, what is it? It looks like there's something that you want to say to me.
Mom.
I know how you feel, but don't get too emotional. I'll explain what we discussed to the rest of your family so that they'll understand.
Okay.
Ken and I will be moving out of this house today.
We know that.
The movers are bringing over our stuff to this house as we speak so that we can move in here.
But a month after today, all three of you will be evicted as well.
What?
Huh?
Why?
What you all don't seem to know is that this house was purchased under my name.
You've got to be joking. This is Ken's house.
Actually, Helen has the ownership rights. I couldn't get a mortgage with my current salary, so I asked Helen to apply for the loan instead.
That's right. So although Ken has been helping out with the loan payments, the mortgage and ownership rights are under my name.
That doesn't make any sense.
Well, that's the truth, so deal with it.
So basically, you're asking us to move out because this is your house? Well, I'm not going to give up on this house so easily. I love living here.
How do you intend on keeping this house?
I refuse to move out, that's what. I mean, we're family, so it's not a crime for me to continue living in your house.
That's a great idea, Mom.
Yes, this is a family matter. A third party can't come in here and tell us what to do.
Helen, I need to thank you for paying all the mortgage payments on this house.
Oh, there's no need to thank me. I wanted to do everything in my power to get away from you three, so I paid back the mortgage in full already. I knew that you three would try to live in this house for free, so I came up with a plan.
Okay, we're listening.
I resolved this issue by putting this house up for sale. Since it's a great house, I was able to find a buyer right away. I mean, the house is in a great neighborhood with great schools and night restaurants.
Wait, so does this mean that?
Yes, in a month, the new owners will be moving in, and if you three are still here, they can have you arrested. So if I were you, I'd start looking for a new place to live.
That's not fair. It was my dream to live in a house like this. And I get along so well with my husband's mother, too. We would have had a great life here.
Well, so much for your dream then. Ken and I will be on our way now.
Helen, wait!
I already said everything that I needed to. I'll get out of your hair just like you wanted me to.
I take it all back. I'm sorry, Helen. Please forgive me. We can talk about what's best for all of us. Ariel, what are you doing just standing there? Go make us a nice pot of tea.
Yes, will do.
There's no need for niceties. It's too late for that. And I don't want to drink any tea prepared by Ariel.
Let me also add that
What is it, Ken?
I know that you lied about the day that you took Gavin home from the daycare center.
Why would you say that? All I wanted to do was spend some quality time with Kevin. Is that so hard to believe?
Huh?
Did you just call Gavin Kevin?
What?
See? I was right. You've been calling our son Gavin by the wrong name this entire time.
Look, all I want is for Helen and Kevin to be happy. And I only picked up Kevin early from daycare because I wanted to bond with him. There's no harm in that, is there? I love Kevin. He's so precious. But Kevin is his name, isn't it? Wasn't he named after his father, Ken?
I was wondering why you called Gavin Kevin that time, but I didn't question it at the time because I thought that it was a one-time thing. Then I realized that it wasn't a one-time thing, and it didn't make sense that you didn't even know your own grandson's name if you cared about him so much. This only helped to prove Helen's point that all you care about is yourself and you don't love Gavin at all.
It was an innocent mistake. Perhaps I've gone senile in my old age. My love for Gavin is true. You have to believe me.
Then what is this?
Please don't do this. I can't let you take Gavin home without Helen's permission.
Shut up, you imbecile. Just hand over the baby. It's not like I enjoy doing this. I don't want to take him home with me. He's ugly and smells bad. Don't you feel ashamed? You're helping lazy women get out of their responsibilities of bringing up their own children. And on top of that, you're making money off of them. What kind of a business are you running?
We support working mothers. They can't do everything on their own. It's okay to ask for help. Don't you think that your grandson is adorable?
No, I've never felt any type of affection toward this thing. Besides, he looks just like his mother, and I hate her too.
Alan at the daycare center told me that you basically kidnapped Gavin. You could get into a lot of trouble if we showed this video to the police.
When I saw this video, I was devastated that my own mother would say such horrible things about my wife and son.
Is there anything that you want to add?
Helen, it's Ken. I'm so sorry. I was jealous because after Ken got married to you, he seemed so distant. I was afraid I was losing him.
If what you were saying were true, wouldn't you have done the same thing to Ariel as well? After all, she's married to Mark. Why do you treat Ariel and I so differently?
Well,
Yes?
I like Ariel because she is a housewife and takes good care of Mark. You, on the other hand, go out to work every day. I asked you to quit your job and prioritize your duties as Ken's wife many times, but you wouldn't listen.
Ken and I prefer to have a stable income, and us both working full-time makes us feel more financially secure.
I agree with Helen, and I appreciate that she has a full-time job too. We feel that having financial stability gives us more options in life, and we want to be able to pay for anything that Gavin should require.
Gavin doesn't need any money. He'd rather have his mother waiting for him after school at home.
How can you be so sure about that? You were a housewife, but look at how you turned out as an adult.
I know that Grandma was a housewife too, but she didn't turn out to be decent at all.
Well,
See? Your reasoning doesn't make any sense at all.
She never makes any sense. Helen, let's go. There's no use continuing this conversation.
By the way, we're cutting all ties with you. You won't see us again. It was nice knowing you all. Goodbye.
hold on a second. What do you mean by that? You can't take Kevin away from me. He's my son.
Stop acting like the victim here. Own up to what you did.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You don't even feel bad about what you did to us. That's why you come up with all these excuses for yourself.
That's right. We never want to see you again. Don't worry. You still have Mark and Ariel by your side.
Oh, I almost forgot. We're gonna sue you for kidnapping Gavin from the daycare center. It's clear from the video that it was not an act of love, rather spite.
You can't do that. We're family, remember?
It doesn't matter. Being family doesn't make you a good person. Gavin is a minor and he can't defend himself yet, so if the court deems that you took him from daycare against his will, you will be penalized. We have the video showing what a monster you are, so I'm sure that the court will side with us on this. Well, we're off for now. Bye! Adios!
Can we please settle this privately? I'm not a monster. My mother raised me to stand up for myself. She told me that once my sons got married, I needed to play the role of a strong mother-in-law.
Your mother sounds like a pretty terrible person, too. After that, Ken, Gavin, and I moved out of the house. A week later, the person who'd purchased the house from me came by and saw that my mother-in-law, Mark and Ariel, were still living there. Obviously, they were evicted. At the same time, the court ruled that what my mother-in-law did to Gavin at the daycare center was a crime. Ariel no longer wanted anything to do with her mother-in-law and cut all ties with her. She also told her husband Mark not to pay any attention to his mother. Hello?
Helen, please help me. I can't take any more of this.
What's going on, Ariel?
Mark couldn't leave his mother alone, and so he went out and bought a new house for the three of us to live in. Isn't that just crazy?
That sounds like something that Mark would do.
It would have been nice if we had separate living spaces, but it turns out that we have to share everything with his mother. This is awful for me. The only space I have to myself is my bedroom. And she orders me around to get the housework done to her high standards. It's so unfair.
But you love your mother-in-law, so it shouldn't be a problem, no? Isn't this a great opportunity for some mother-daughter bonding?
Can't you see how upset I am about this? She's so annoying. She lets me know how insufficient I am every chance that she gets. Helen, could you please help me?
Remember, I'm not as smart as you, so I'm sure that you'll be able to figure this out on your own. Good luck.
I wouldn't be calling if I didn't need your help. Besides, if you hadn't ditched her in the first place, I wouldn't be in this situation right now.
But you told me that you were dying to live with her. Your dream came true. Congrats.
Helen, wait, don't hang up on me. Helen!
I don't know why Ariel ever wanted to live with her mother-in-law, but she got her wish. I'm so relieved that I don't have to deal with Ken's dreadful family anymore. Ken, Gavin, and I began our new lives in a new neighborhood, and we were happier than ever. I hope that none of you are dealing with difficult mother-in-laws, because I know how hard it is firsthand.
Order up one specialty sushi platter. Take a good look at all this sushi, Melody. Once you're a member of the family, you can eat this with us.
You clearly don't see me as a member of the family, so I'll be leaving now.
What's your problem, Melody?
I'm not the one who has a problem here. Fine, I get it. This is what you want, isn't it?
Order up! Don't worry, Melody. We ordered some for you today, too.
I thought that's what was going on.
Huh? Seriously, what's up with you today?
I've made up my mind. I'm going home. I'm so excited! Today's our family's big sushi dinner.
Hey, Martin, are you ready to stuff your face? Dinner's on me tonight. Wow, really? Thanks, Mom and Dad. You're so generous. Hey, you need to thank them too, Melanie.
Thank you very much. But Melanie, you don't have any reason to be thanking me, dear. Isn't that right?
Heh, that's right.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Yeah, me neither. Anyway, we don't have any time to be worrying about that right now. We gotta hurry to the restaurant. Let's go.
My name is Melanie. I've been married to my husband Martin for 10 years. Martin's mom and dad invited me out to an expensive sushi restaurant tonight, but something feels kinda off. Martin's parents have always seemed like they hated me.
Welcome!
We have a reservation under the name Martin.
Thank you for coming. Your table is right here. Wait, are you?
I'm sorry, do I have something stuck to my face?
No. Oh, now that I think about it, where's the head chef? He's in the back room. I'll go and call him for you. Thanks, young man. Well, if it isn't Ken in the family, I'm always happy to see my #1 customer come around. And I'm always happy to dine on your top-class sushi. Yeah, I'd eat here every day if I could.
Me too. No one makes sushi as well as you do. It's the best.
Nothing makes me happier than hearing compliments from my customers. By the way, this is my new part-timer. His name is Alex. I have to admit, he's quite talented for his age. Don't get me wrong, though. It'll be years before he's as good as me. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Alex. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name's Alex. So you finally decided to take on an apprentice then. Exciting! Hey, Alex, I need you to go pick up a few things for me. Yes, sir. So tell me, Ken, who are these two people with you? Oh, I forgot to introduce them. This is my son, Martin, and his wife, Melanie. It's nice to finally meet you. I've heard nothing but rave reviews about you from my parents. If it's even half as good as they say it is, this'll probably be the best meal of my life. Sounds like I've got a big reputation to live up to.
Hello, I'm Martin's wife, Melanie. I'm excited about tonight's dinner too.
Great to meet you. So this is the Melanie that you told me so much about then. Yep, this is her. You know, you were exactly right about her.
Excuse me? Don't worry, Melanie. It's nothing for you to worry yourself over. Now, let's get this dinner started. We'll take our usual order.
Coming right up.
This is seeming worse with every passing second. What in the world has Martin's dad been telling the chef about me?
Order up one specialty sushi platter. Go ahead, Martin. Dig in.
Yes. Go right ahead, Martin. Be sure to eat slowly, savor every last bite.
Holy moly, this looks incredible! All right, here goes. I think I'll start with the tuna. This is the best! Of course it's the best. After all, I made it, didn't I?
Wait a second. Oh boy, I've been waiting for this all day. Let's eat up, Ken.
Yeah, I'm starving. I had a light lunch to save space for this.
Wow! Chef, you've outdone yourself today. This is the best sushi I've ever eaten.
Glad to hear it. I'll go and get your next round ready.
What's the matter, Melanie? You've been staring at us for the last few minutes. Why does everyone have their own plate except me?
Oh, wait a minute. Melody didn't get any sushi. Why is that?
I'm sorry. Did you think we were going to get you any? Well, you did invite me to the restaurant with you.
Didn't you hear Catherine earlier?
What was I supposed to hear?
This is our family sushi dinner.
So, you're not part of our family, so you don't get to eat anything. Simple. Huh? Get it? Huh? Oh no, Melanie, don't tell me. Did you actually think we had accepted you into our family?
Come on, are you serious? You can't go forcing yourself into our family.
I'm not part of the family? Of course you're not! You've been married for 10 years and you still haven't had a baby? No barren woman is any family of mine.
Catherine's exactly right. You're not our daughter. You're only our daughter-in-law. Who were you thinking? That we would just accept you into the family without you fulfilling your end of the bargain?
But you know that I...
Don't give us any excuses, Melanie. You want to eat? Put a butt in the oven. Oh, Martin, you're hilarious! For real though, Melanie, my parents do have a point, don't they?
They do?
Yeah, you can't be accepted as a member of our family without passing your audition first. It's simple. Give me a baby, and you're in. That's it. I know you could do it.
But, Martin...
That's the way of the world, Melanie. Want to taste of my sushi? All you had to do is give your in-laws a baby. For today, you can just watch. You seem like you're a dependable girl. I know one day you'll be able to join the family.
You can use our dinner today as your motivation, Melanie. Now you sit there and focus on getting pregnant. Oh, and no, you can't leave early. You'll sit there till we're finished.
Well then, I think I'm in the mood for some sake. How about you?
That sounds wonderful, Ken.
I'll have some too, Dad. Coming right up. I'll bring out a few more bottles from the back. Drink up.
For the next couple of hours, I was forced to sit there and watch as the three of them enjoyed their dinner.
Oh, wow. That was amazing. I don't think I can eat another bite. Thanks again for the dinner, Dad. How was your meal, Melanie? Oh, yeah. That's right. You didn't get any. But don't get too discouraged, Melanie. Remember, all of this is for your benefit. This was a gift to you from my parents. You should be grateful.
A gift to me? How was this a gift to me?
You still don't get it?
No, I don't get this at all.
Melanie, my parents have very high hopes for you.
High hopes?
That's right. They're giving you an opportunity for personal growth. You know, tough love. Can't you see they're trying to help you? This is your chance to see what your life could be like if you would just pick yourself up by your bootstraps.
Do you really think that's what they're doing?
Of course I do. I know them. They're my parents. Remember what they say. The opposite of love isn't hate, it's indifference. If they really hated you, they wouldn't be going to all this trouble to help you. The fact that they invited you along at all is proof that they care about you.
Is that really what's going on here? I guess if it's true and they're actually trying to help me, I should probably do my best to have a baby like they want. After all, they're all rooting for me, I guess. I'm currently going through fertility treatment, but I haven't had any luck with being able to conceive. Another month goes by and still no baby. The doctors have done all sorts of tests, and they still don't know what's wrong with me. What should I do? At this rate, I might never have a baby.
Whoa, what's gotten you so down lately?
Who, me? Oh, well, it's nothing. Oh wait, you're that guy from the restaurant.
Yeah, I'm the new guy.
I'm impressed that you remembered me. You didn't see me for very long.
Well, it's kind of a long story, but you were pretty easy to remember.
A long story?
Yeah, but don't worry about it. Something is wrong with you. Oh yeah, the boss is out on business today. Why don't you come by for lunch? It's on the house.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Now let's get going. Remember, I'm still in training, so don't expect too much. But go on, take a bite.
I feel bad eating for free, though.
Huh? What are you saying? That my cooking looks so awful that you wouldn't even eat it for free?
That's not it. I'm sorry. I'll eat it, please.
So, how is it?
It's fantastic.
Hey, what's the deal? Why are you crying all of a sudden?
All I could do was sit there and cry for a while. I guess I didn't realize how much of emotional pressure I'd been under lately. I'm sorry.
Just calm down and tell me what's up. No one just starts crying without any reason. It'll get a lot easier on you if you just get it off your chest.
All right. I felt like I could trust him, so I went ahead and told Alex everything that happened.
Wow, you've been through a lot. I had no idea things had gotten that bad.
Do you have any idea why they're doing this?
Nah, not really. Boss is usually a pretty good guy. Can't believe he joined in bullying you.
But it's partly my fault, after all. I can't give them the grandchild they want so badly.
Don't beat yourself up like that. That's not anyone's fault, much less yours. So what if you can't get pregnant? You can always choose to live a happy life with just the two of you. Or if you want kids, you can foster parent or adopt. If anyone's at fault, it's your overbearing in-laws and spoiled brat husband for making you feel this way.
But
Nothing, Melanie.
Uh-oh. It's a message from my husband. He's telling me to come home immediately. Thank you so much for the food. I have to get going now.
Hey, tell me, are you really happy with how things are?
Am I really happy? I walked out of the door without answering his question. The truth is, I had no answer. Recently, I've been wondering, what even is happiness? Maybe my problem is I've forgotten what happiness feels like somewhere along the way.
There you are! Where have you been, Melanie? We've been waiting so long. I told you my parents were coming over today. Don't tell me you forgot.
I'm terribly sorry for coming home so late. My doctor's appointment took longer than I expected.
Doctor? What in the world are you going to a doctor for?
Well, I'm getting infertility treatments.
Are you joking? You need to get treatment in order to do something so simple as having a baby? Are you even a real woman?
What good are you if you can't have a baby? Did Martin know you were defective before marrying you? If you didn't tell him, that's marriage fraud!
Please, Mom, Dad, you've got to understand. I
told you before, Melanie! No excuses! This is your problem, so fix it! You got it? You don't want to let my parents down, do you? After all they've done for you?
No, I don't.
Then listen to what your husband is saying, Melanie. You owe it to us to give us a grandchild. Now we'll be going out for sushi again tomorrow, and you're coming along.
You're inviting me?
Of course we are, Melanie! How can we not? Despite your flaws, you're still our daughter-in-law.
All right, then.
Dad, you haven't made a reservation yet, have you? Melanie, you go ahead and call the restaurant for us.
All right, I'll do that right now. I bet they're planning to force me to watch them eat again.
Hello, this is Tiger Sushi.
Oh, hello, Alex. It's me, Melanie.
Oh, are you making a reservation?
Yes, a table for 4 tomorrow, please.
Melanie, there's something I need to tell you about tomorrow.
What he said next was something that I found almost impossible to believe, even after all I've been through. Are you sure about that, Alex?
Yeah, I'm positive. The boss told me himself.
If that's true, then this is their most evil plot yet. I won't let them get away with this. Troublebusters.
Oh boy, I'm so excited for sushi tonight.
Me too! The last time we went was so good, I can't wait to go back there again. Yeah, same here, Dad. Thanks a bunch for inviting us out again. Huh? Hey, Melanie, what are you making that face for? We're on a great mood over here. Don't bring us down.
I'm sorry.
Seriously, can't you be more considerate of our feelings? Maybe if you were a more considerate woman, you might not be infertile.
Ha! I wouldn't be surprised one bit if that were the case. Don't even think about talking back to them, Melanie. Remember, this is your fault for not being able to get pregnant.
I know. Don't worry. I wasn't going to.
Just as long as you understand how things work around here.
After a miserable car ride, we finally arrived at the restaurant.
Hey there, Chef! We're back! Oh, it's great to see you again so soon. I've been waiting for you. I just got in a fresh shipment of seafood. Excellent! We'll start with the usual then. Not to worry, I've already prepared them.
Wow! They look incredible! You've outdone yourself yet again, Chef.
It's incredible to read about how fish will risk their lives swimming upriver in order to have babies. Melanie could learn a thing or two from them.
Now, dear. You can't expect someone like Melanie to be able to learn anything about having kids at her age.
You're right. Can't teach an old dog new tricks. Anyway, enough about her. Let's dig in.
Yeah, let's see. Don't you dare avert your eyes, Melanie. You need to take this all in. This is how good your life could be if you became part of the family.
As I expected, they're not letting me eat anything today either. But if what Alex told me is true, well, we'll deal with that later, I guess. I'm going home.
What? Did you just say you're going home?
You clearly don't see me as a member of the family, so I'm leaving.
Don't give me that nonsense, Melanie. What's your problem, huh?
I'm not the one who has a problem, Martin. Oh, come on. Calm down. Don't get yourself so worked up, Melanie. But you're...
Order up!
Huh?
Actually, we ordered some sushi for you today too, Melanie.
You see, the truth is that we really do want you to become part of the family. So eat up tonight. Consider this a reward for all of the hard work you've put in lately.
Wow, you sure have a generous set of in-laws, Melanie. I doubt that many people would treat their daughter-in-law to sushi as good as mine. Well, would you look at that? Come on, sit down. Let's eat together. Be sure to give your thanks to my parents, got it?
I had a feeling this was going to happen.
What are you talking about now?
I'm leaving, like I said.
What? Melanie, what's wrong with you? Don't you dare go home now! Hey, didn't you hear me? Get back here!
What on earth is that girl's problem? This is unacceptable! An insult to our generosity!
What did you ever see in her, Martin? Mom, Dad, I'm really sorry for how she acted just now.
Don't worry. We don't blame you, Martin. It's all that Melanie's fault. She clearly can't come to terms with her own shortcomings. I'll give her a stern talking to once we get back to the house.
Please do, Catherine. Let's just enjoy the sushi with the three of us. Yeah, forget about her. Make sure to eat as much as you can. Anything else you need? You let me know and I'll be right on it. Alex, you really are a dependable young man. Meh, he's alright, but he's still got a lot of work to do before he's ready to run the place himself. I'll call him dependable when he can go a full day without messing up anyone's orders. Oh, by the way, I think I accidentally mixed up Melanie's sushi with the sushi that was supposed to go to the rest of them. Sorry about that. You did what? Alex, how could you make such a terrible mistake? Is it really that big a deal? Yes, it's a big deal. Did you really mix them up? Yep. Hey, Ken! Alex just said that he mixed up your orders with the sushi I prepared for Melanie. Oh, no, he did? I'm glad we found out before eating it.
Alex, that was unacceptably careless of you.
What's going on? You're saying we can't eat the sushi? That's right, don't touch it. The fish in that sushi is... Oh, I forgot to tell you, but I'm running a live broadcast of the store right now.
Wait, this is all being watched on the internet right now?
Yeah, I'm constantly hearing people tell me that they're curious about what goes on in a high-class sushi restaurant. So I thought I'd use it as a chance to promote ours. I've been running my own sushi-themed YouTube channel for a long time now. And I actually have more than 100,000 followers. And I'm broadcasting to that channel as we speak. I never gave you permission for that. Turn it off. But boss, I'm doing it to promote the restaurant. Think about it. With the power of the internet, we can reach more customers than we ever thought possible. We're not living in the age of TV anymore, boss. Times have changed. With just my YouTube channel alone, we can raise more awareness for our restaurant than a 30-second TV commercial. I know what I'm doing. It's gonna work great. Trust me. Well, the problem is more about the timing. Nonsense! It's great timing! Our customers are about to take their first bite! But Alex, the sushi I prepared for them isn't our best sushi. So, you're the best sushi chef in the city! Even if it's not your best, it's still great, right? Well, I mean, yes, but... But what? He's right, chef! You're the best, even on your worst days! Now, come on, Mom and Dad, let's eat! Let's give the viewers what they want to see! Just think about how jealous they all must be that we get to be eating such great sushi!
No, Martin, don't. You can't. Do not eat that sushi. Not one bite.
Huh? She's right, Martin. Don't eat it. But why? You're acting awfully suspicious. Why are you so desperate to stop in for me to the sushi? Could it be that something's wrong with that sushi? Don't be ridiculous. That's not true at all. Now, please hurry up and turn off the live feed.
We're getting a lot of comments saying, if there's nothing wrong with it, why don't you eat it? And I have to say, they have a point. Why won't you just eat it? Melanie, I thought you had already gone home.
Don't tell me you and Alex are in on this together. Did the two of you plan this?
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
Now, enough clowning around. Hurry up and eat the sushi. Seriously, guys, let's just eat already. People watching us are getting more and more suspicious. We'll all eat together on 3. Get your sushi ready, Mom and Dad. But, Martin, this is... I know. How about you take a bite with him, boss? Oh, I couldn't because, Please, Chef, you have some too. That will prove to all the viewers that we didn't do anything wrong. All right, guys, here we go. On 3. Ready? 1, 2.
Stop, Martin! Stop! I'm telling you, Martin, you can't eat that!
3.
Martin, listen. The sushi is spoiled.
Huh? What? It's spoiled? No, Catherine! Not here! Everyone's watching!
But Ken, what choice do I have? It's either I tell him or we all have to eat it.
But I don't get it. Why is the sushi spoiled?
We meant for it to go to Melanie. We had the chef save some fish that had been spoiled for her. It was her punishment for still not giving us a grandchild after all this time. That's exactly the story that Alex had told me on the phone the other day. I guess he happened to overhear Martin's dad talking with the chef.
Catherine, no! Don't say another word about this! Remember, we're being filmed! This is live!
Oh, no! What should we do?
I have an idea. For now, I'll just pause the live stream for a moment. All right, let's hear it, Alex. What's your idea? You remember when I said I mixed up their orders with Melanie's? That was a lie.
What? You mean you were bluffing?
Yep, and you fell for it. So how about we do this? Restart the live feed and say it was all just a prank. I can't believe you bluffed us into admitting what we did. You're not gonna get away with this. Alex, you are in serious trouble, young man. Guys, the live feed is back up. Hello everyone. I'd like to tell you that everything you just saw was a prank. Surprise! We had you going, didn't we?
Yeah, it was all just a prank.
Yep, just a little prank. So don't worry, this restaurant would never serve any spoiled sushi to its customers. Yeah, and to prove it, we're all gonna take a bite right now. 3, 2, 1.
Yummy! It's delicious. Huh?
Is that how it's supposed to taste? Oh no. This is the spoiled sushi I made for Melanie. Alex, what have you done? I thought you said you were bluffing. But I was bluffing? Oh, wait, I guess I wasn't bluffing after all. Whoops, my bad, guys. Sorry about that. Oh no, this is not good. If that sushi was spoiled, then...
Oh, my stomach. It feels like my stomach is being torn apart.
Somebody call an ambulance! My stomach is on fire! I'm gonna be sick! Get me a bucket! No, 3 buckets! Alex! Melanie! No one's gonna pay for this!
If I could walk right now, I'd be giving you a piece of my mind.
Here you go, Melanie.
Huh? What is this, Alex? A pool cue?
Yeah, give these guys a poke in the gut with it. Watch and learn. Like this. Ouch! Stop it, please! Alex, you made your point!
You know, that does look like an awful lot of fun. No, stop! Don't come any closer, please. I'm begging you, don't!
Hey, what did I do to deserve this? Melody, we're your family! You can't do this to us!
What's that? I was under the impression you didn't accept me as family yet. Now hold still. 8-ball, corner pocket. Ah!
Ah! No!
After that, the 4 of them were all taken in an ambulance to the hospital, where they were diagnosed with food poisoning. There wasn't much they could do but wait for it to pass. Oh, this is awful. Why is this happening to me? My stomach is killing me.
I'll never be able to eat sushi again. Me either. I'm done for life. I think I'm gonna retire.
Alex and I are coming by to see them every day to see how they're doing, and to eat sushi in front of them. At this rate, all the trauma might just give them the sushi phobia. Thanks to Alex's live broadcast, their behavior toward me became known to the public. The sushi restaurant went into bankruptcy, and Martin and his parents were all fired from their companies. As for me, I divorced Martin right after he got out of the hospital and sued him for emotional distress. And now, I'm visiting Alex's newly opened sushi restaurant for lunch. When he asked me if I was really happy with my life, that had a huge impact on me. It's thanks to him that I was able to realize that I couldn't let things continue as they were. I'm so grateful to Alex for all he's done for me. I hope that someday I'll be able to repay him in some way.
Here you go.
What's this for?
It's for this month's expenses.
Oh, right. Thanks for working so hard for us.
My pleasure.
But you don't need to go to the trouble of taking out money for me. I can just do it Wait, this is only $300.
Yeah, I know. And?
Is that all?
Yep, why?
Are you telling me to make this last until next month's paycheck?
Yeah, I am. Is that a problem?
Of course it is. I can't pay all our expenses for a month with just $300.
You're a housewife, Hillary. You'll make do with what I give you.
But this isn't even enough to pay the rent. Okay, now take a deep breath. Next, we'll transition to the camel pose. I think you might want to relax a bit more, Alan. My name is Hillary. I'm 30 years old and I work as a yoga instructor. You shouldn't strain so much when curving your back.
Don't worry about me. I got this. Gah! That didn't sound good. My back.
Alan, are you okay?
Oh, this day can't get any worse.
Okay, well, our time's up for today. Thanks a bunch. We'll see you next time. By the way, Hillary, how's the newlywed life treating you? It's the best.
You sure? If that guy gives you any trouble at all, you can tell us, okay?
Don't worry. He's a perfect gentleman.
Okay, well, just remember that I'm always here if you need to talk.
Thanks, Alan. You'll be the first person I call. Actually, the truth is that there's one thing that's been bothering me lately. A while ago, my husband Serge had me switch the account I get my paycheck deposited into to a new joint savings account he created for the two of us to use together. There was something about that just felt wrong. I didn't think too much of it though, since I was enjoying both my career and my life with Serge. Besides, he was my husband and I trusted him.
Hey, Hillary, can I talk to you about something? It's really important.
What's the matter, Serge?
You know how busy I've been lately, right? I'd like you to become a stay-at-home wife for me starting tomorrow.
What? That's pretty sudden.
I know how much you enjoy your work, Hillary, but with both of us working, things are getting pretty bad around here.
I know, but tomorrow? I can't just up and quit my job all of a sudden like that.
Yeah, I know. I realize what a big thing I'm asking you, but honestly, I really need your support, Hillary.
Oh, Serge.
I've seen how much you've been struggling lately because of me, so I'd like for you to be able to take it easy and focus on working around the house. I don't want you to have to deal with the stress of both the office and housework, Hillary. I want to see you smile again.
All right, Serge. I'll talk to my boss tomorrow. Serge seemed to be sincerely concerned for me, so the next day, I went into my boss's office and told him that I wanted to resign. He was surprised by my sudden announcement and tried to convince me to stay a bunch of times, but he eventually saw how serious I was and let me resign with his blessing. I put in my 2 weeks' notice. And after making sure my replacement would have as easy a time as possible, picking up where I left off, I began my life as a housewife.
Oh, fish again? Can't you make anything with beef or pork? Why is everything you cook so bland? Where's the flavor?
Well, I was trying to be health conscious and use organic, low-sodium seasonings.
Yeah? Well, it tastes like I'm biting into cardboard right now. And one more thing, why don't you ever make any dessert?
I was trying to save money and cut down on carbs. Did you want me to make dessert every day?
Hillary, I gotta say, you are one totally lousy cook for real.
What?
You're a housewife. Cooking and cleaning is your only job. I'm putting in 100% at the office every day, so you need to do your part around the house.
Just 2 weeks after becoming a housewife, Serge's attitude toward me changed completely. It's so bizarre. He started belittling me constantly, mocking me for being a housewife even though he asked me to do this.
Hillary, you seem like you're really down in the dumps lately. Are you feeling okay?
What? Nah, I'm fine. I feel great.
Are you sure? You seem like you're a lot less energetic than usual.
Oh, I know. I had a business idea I wanted to run by you. I think it could work out to both of our benefits. You interested? Not right now, thanks. You can tell me about it another time. That settles it. Something is definitely wrong with you. Tell us what happened, okay? It's just, well, I've had a bunch of stuff on my mind lately is all.
Like what? You can talk to us, Hillary. We'll listen.
After a lot of prodding, I finally broke down and told Melanie and Alan everything that Serge had been doing to me lately. That's terrible! How could he? He clearly has no idea how difficult it is to be a housewife. Wow, it feels great to get that weight off of my chest. Thanks for letting me vent, guys. So, what was that business idea you mentioned, Melanie? Well, my idea is this. Melanie then told me all about the idea she had for a great new business plan 2 days after that.
Who do you think you are? After all the hard work I put in so you can live the easy life as a housewife.
What's the matter, Serge? Why are you so angry?
You've been lying about me to your friends, haven't you?
What lies? I haven't lied about you to anyone.
Then why did I hear from Alan that you think I'm being too hard on you?
Oh, that must be when I vented to Melanie and Alan a while back. But that was all the truth. I didn't lie.
Yeah, you did! You made it sound like I'm some kind of overbearing monster of a husband. I was just trying to help you become a better wife, but you're going around telling people I'm an emotional abuser? If I don't point out your flaws, who will? You have no right to get mad at me for your own shortcomings.
But Serge, you were being so mean to me.
Mean? It was the truth! Can't you handle the truth? I had no choice but to be blunt. That's the only way I can get through to you. You should count yourself lucky to have a husband so supportive of your self-improvement.
It was at that point that I made the unfortunate realization that somehow Serge had convinced himself that he was the perfect husband. Then one day, things took a major turn to the bizarre.
Here you go, $300.
What's this for?
It's for this month's expenses.
Oh, right. Thanks for working so hard for us.
No problem.
Wait, did you say month? You meant to say week, right?
No, it's for the whole month.
Are you telling me to make this last until next month's paycheck?
Yeah, I am. Is that a problem?
Of course it is. I can't pay all of our expenses for a month with just $300.
You're a housewife, Hillary. You'll make do with what I give you.
But this is even enough to pay the rent.
If you can't do it, then I don't see any reason to keep you around here anymore.
Hey, where do you think you're going? This conversation is not over. There's no way I can make $300 last for an entire month.
Ugh, would you shut up about money already?
I spent the rest of that evening full of frustration and humiliation. What on earth has gotten into that man lately? Live on just $300 for a whole month? What's he think this is, a reality TV show? I can't even pay our rent with $300, much less groceries and utilities. With no other option, I had to dip into the money I had saved up for myself while I was single. While I was doing my best to scrounge and save, Serge was spending just as much on himself as always.
Hey, Hillary, why aren't you putting on any makeup lately? Your skin has gotten super rough. Why don't you take better care of yourself?
Well, I barely ever leave the house anymore, and I don't have any money to spend on makeup anyway.
Oh, come on! Don't give me that! You've just abandoned your femininity! You should see the new girl in my office. That girl knows how to keep up appearances.
I have neither the time nor the money to be concerned with that. Besides, that girl's probably 15 years younger than me, right?
What's your age got to do with it? She's probably about the same age as you, but just looks younger. I mean, look at you! You're aging like a banana!
Is it fun for you to insult your own wife like this?
Whoa, calm down! Getting angry is just gonna give you even more wrinkles! That's exactly what I'm trying to prevent here! Haven't you been paying attention? Ugh, you're impossible to be around sometimes.
Huh? Where are you going? You've been going out to drink every night.
Yeah, well, being around an angry old maid like you is bad for my mental health! Ugh, middle-aged women are the worst.
I had finally had enough of Serge's verbal abuse, so I called up my friend Melanie to talk to her for a while. Sorry for calling so late.
It's no problem at all. What's up, Hillary?
About the business idea you mentioned before.
Does this mean you're accepting my offer?
Yeah.
Yes! I'm gonna call the CEO and tell him right away.
1 week after my phone call with Melanie, Serge made the rare move of coming home without going out to drinks first.
I'm home!
Wow, you're home early. Did something come up?
Yeah, I just felt like talking to you for a change. Wait a minute, something smells fishy around here.
Really? That's weird. I made chicken for dinner tonight.
I'm talking about your behavior. How dense are you? You're such a bad liar, Hillary. Seriously. You think I don't know?
What are you talking about, Serge?
You're hiding something from me, aren't you?
What? No, not really.
I heard everything, Hillary. I know your old yoga studio is doing a special one-day-only workshop with a popular trainer. The girl at work told me all about it.
And what's that got to do with me?
Stop playing dumb with me. I asked her for a picture of this popular trainer, and she showed me this. Look familiar?
Oh, that kind of looks like me.
It is you! You've been working behind my back! That's why everything's falling apart around here!
But Serge, I needed money.
What? Are you saying what I gave you wasn't enough?
I told you, Serge. $300 isn't anywhere near enough for a full month.
You useless, lazy, good-for-nothing, disgraceful excuse for a housewife! My mom managed to make things work for my family with that much!
Are you sure that's true? She really lived on $300 a month?
Are you calling me a liar? Of course it's true!
You have any proof of that? A bank book or something?
I don't have to prove anything to you! You're my wife!
Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. I don't believe that story for 1 second without any proof. People lie. Numbers don't. Show me some records and maybe I'll believe you.
Check your attitude, Hillary! You're not allowed to work until you take care of things around the house, and that's vital! Call up the studio and tell them you're canceling!
No way. The workshop is tomorrow.
I don't care! You're not doing it! Now come on! We're going there in person!
And then Serge dragged me into the garage, forced me into the car, and drove me down to my yoga studio. The staff was utterly shocked by the whole scene. There was nothing I could do but stand there in silence while Serge did all the talking.
So you're gonna have to find a different instructor to do the event tomorrow.
Hold on, just 1 second. We've been planning on this wives class tomorrow for months. Hillary was the face of our advertising. We can't simply swap her out with a new instructor like that. People will be furious.
Don't be ridiculous! Hillary's not that special! Anyone can fill out her shoes!
Hillary, I haven't heard from you yet.
She feels exactly the same way I do! Isn't that right?
As much as I've been looking forward to this event, now that Serge knows, I think it'd be best to cancel. Even if I agree to continue the event against his objections, he's just crazy enough to barge into the room during the class and ruin everything. That wouldn't just be bad for me, it'd be bad for the studio's image too. Not to mention the students who'd have to witness everything. I have to find a way to keep that from happening. It's all right. I understand. I guess I've got no choice. Melanie? Hillary? You're fired. I thought this would happen. We may be friends, but Melanie still has her responsibilities to the studio as a business. Given the situation, Melanie is making exactly the right choice. With my messy personal life, employing me just isn't worth the risk they'd be taking on. I'm afraid that if you're willing to cancel a major event with this short of notice, then we simply can't rely on you anymore. You've lost our trust. As much as it pains me after our long history, please sign your name on this document. All right. This is an agreement that you'll never be associated with the studio ever again.
Sweet! Do you hear that? They're banning you from the studio!
You were truly a valuable asset to our studio, and I hate to let you go, but I have to be concerned for the studio's image.
Come on, we're going home.
Serge dropped me off back at home, and after I went inside, I looked out the window to see him, grinning ear to ear as he headed off to his usual bar. Melanie gave me this slip of paper when she held my hand back there. Wow, Melanie is good. Well then, I think it's time for some serious trouble busting. 1 month has passed since the incident at the studio. Serge's attitude hasn't changed in the slightest since then. If anything, he's gotten even worse. Serge, don't you think you're going out to eat way too often?
Nope, not at all. I'm just doing what I need to do to keep from getting stressed out from work.
Aren't you worried about our finances at all?
Excuse me? Handling our finances is your job. I'm the one going to work every day. Why should I have to do your job and mine?
I'm just saying that you're wasting a ton of money on food. That's all. If you cut back by even 50%, it'd make a huge difference.
Maybe if you could cook anything that tastes half decent, I wouldn't have to go out to eat every night.
What do you want me to do? Make Korean barbecue and fried shrimp every day?
Yeah, exactly. So you do know what I like. If you knew, why haven't you been making it for me?
Let's see. What else do you like? Well, there's steak, prime rib, sushi, pizza.
Yeah, I like that stuff too, I guess.
I'm not finished. You're also a big fan of hibachi, caviar, escargot, and fine wine, aren't you?
Hey, what's going on here?
I'm just giving off an abridged list of all the things you've been eating lately.
But how did you know about all that? Have you been spying on me?
You were such a colossal moron, Serge.
You've got some nerve talking to me like that, Hillary.
What else can I say about you? It's the truth. You really don't get it, do you? Man, how did I ever put up with such a stupid man for this long?
Oh, I'm the stupid one, am I? You think you're so smart? You can't cook, you can't manage your finances, you can't even keep the house clean. What kind of idiot can't even push a freaking mop?
Are you blaming me for not being able to meet your demand of living on just $300 a month?
You got that right! Did you think I was gonna let you waste all my hard-earned money on whatever stupid nonsense you wanted to buy?
I don't want to hear about wasting money from a guy who goes out to eat 5 nights a week. Do you have any idea how much you're spending on food in a month?
What I do with my money is none of your concern, Hillary. I'm the only one bringing in money, so what I say goes!
What's that? You think you're the only one bringing in any money?
Well, duh! I made you quit your stupid yoga teaching job, didn't I?
That's an interesting theory, but we'll come back to that later. Before that, would you mind explaining why you always get 2 meals whenever you go out? Are you really that hungry? You're eating like a high school athlete.
Oh, that, well...
I get it. You're just making sure you have the energy to keep up at work, right?
Yeah, it's for work, right?
Wow. You must be really dedicated to your job, Serge.
Yeah, I am.
Paying for 2 meals every day at expensive restaurants? I've never met anyone so invested in their work.
Hey, wait a minute. How do you know all this?
You really are an idiot, Serge. Every time I do the laundry, I empty your pockets and find all the receipts for the restaurants you're going to.
Oh no! I left them in there?
Yep, you sure do. I know exactly what you've been eating and where.
Okay, well listen. I was gonna have those meals expensed.
What? You were gonna try to get your company to pay for your own personal meals? I knew you were stupid, but now I learn you're stupid and greedy.
Shut up! Don't forget that this is all your fault for being the lousy cook, Hillary!
Ah, yes. Here we are once again. I wondered when you'd fall back on that. It's all my fault, isn't it? When are you ever gonna learn to take responsibility for your own actions, you immature, greedy, lying moron?
I said shut up! All of this is your fault! You don't bring in any money! You got no right to talk to me like that! Get out of my house!
Well, I was already planning to leave, but I'm actually making around $3,000 a month right now.
What? There's no way you make that much!
I know. It must be a terrible shock to hear that I'm making way more than you, isn't it?
But how are you doing that? You got kicked out of the studio, didn't you?
Nope. I can come and go as I please.
Huh?
Look closely.
Isn't this the agreement you signed and never go to the studio again?
Didn't anyone ever tell you to read the fine print, Serge? You're the one who got banned from the studio.
Oh no, you're right! But at the studio, that green-haired girl said you were fired!
Oh, that? I thought so at the time too, but when Melanie grabbed my hand at the end, she also passed me a memo that explained the whole thing. Now then, let's continue. You want to know how I was able to make $3,000 a month? See what it says at the top? Online instructor?
There's no way you can make $3,000 as an online yoga instructor.
You can, actually. I'm doing it right now, aren't I? And I managed to do it all while keeping up with the housework, too. Not only is it convenient for my students, but I can work at my own pace, so it's super convenient for me, too.
But it's just yoga! How can you make $3,000 a month with yoga?
Well, it just so happens that I'm actually a way more popular instructor than I ever realized. Almost as soon as we opened up for reservations, I was fully booked. I also started writing a column in a national yoga magazine, as well as started up a new health consultancy business. It turns out that there's quite the market of people looking for good advice about how to eat healthy and exercise. And all the income from that business is on top of my yoga instructor pay. Would you like to hear the total?
Not really.
Let's see here. Add this, subtract this, and then, well, suffice it to say that it's a lot. Even if I wanted to quit my yoga instruction someday, I'd be perfectly fine living off just my side business. Serge was paralyzed with shock. He tried to talk, but his voice wouldn't come out. So he just stood there, lips trembling, impotent, and ashamed. But I wasn't through with him yet. Here comes round 2. Now, let's go back and talk about your eating habits, shall we? I've been noticing some other strange withdrawals from our account. Do you have any idea what that may be?
No! I have no idea! Not the slightest clue!
I figured you'd say that. So I had you checked out. You've been calling in sick to work and spending all your time and money on dates with another woman. All those restaurant meals were dates with your mistress, weren't they?
No, she's... my boss's daughter. He told me to look after her while he was away on business. It's not like I enjoyed it or anything. She was a real pain.
You looked pretty happy going into this hotel, wouldn't you say? And by the way, I talked to your mom the other day. Did you know that your mom got a lot of help from her parents? You used to brag about this to me all the time, so I know you haven't forgotten that her parents were big-time investors.
That can't be true.
Oh, but it's true. Your father racked up quite a sizable debt before he died, with all the money he spent on his mistresses. She had to ask her parents for help paying it off, and was so ashamed by the whole affair that she swore she would never tell you about it.
No, that's not true. My dad was a perfect gentleman. He was always faithful to my mom.
She was so disappointed to hear what you've become. She said that if she knew you'd turn out this way, she would have told you the truth. She thought she was protecting you from her father's influence by hiding it, but she now realizes that was a mistake.
Hey, Mom, that story you told Hillary was all made up, right?
Serge's mom immediately started tearing into him. The phone wasn't even on speaker and I could hear everything she said.
Mom says she wants to talk to you.
Hillary, I'm so sorry for what a disgraceful man my son is. It is entirely my fault that he turned into such an unthinking, uncaring monster. You are far too good of a woman for him. He doesn't deserve to have you by his side. You can leave him anytime you'd like, and I wouldn't blame you at all. If you need any help getting away from him, let me know and I'll do whatever I can.
Thanks a lot, Mom. Would you like to speak to Serge again?
I have nothing more to say to that boy. I'm ashamed to call him my son.
You must have brainwashed her or something.
Brainwash?
Yeah, you brainwashed her with yoga, didn't you?
Just when I think you couldn't possibly get any dumber, you go and say something as stupid as that? Well, I've had just about enough of your idiocy for one lifetime. You're getting your wish, Serge. I'm getting out of your house. You seem determined to become just like your father, so I don't want to be anywhere near you once you go into debt.
Wait, please, Hillary, wait! Give me a chance! I was wrong about you, I'm sorry!
We've talked more than enough, and I've already given you countless chances. Don't waste your time with begging and pleading. I'm not wasting any more time on you.
Come on, let me explain, please! You're the only girl out there for me, Hillary!
Oh yeah?
Being with her made me realize what a great woman you are! I don't want some young bimbo. I want a mature, feminine woman!
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't you tell me before that I had abandoned my femininity?
I was just trying to make you happy. You're my greatest treasure!
You've been doing nothing but heaping insults on me ever since I quit my job.
I was just teasing you! You know that guys often tease the girls they like.
That wasn't teasing, Serge. That was plain old emotional abuse.
Wait! Oh, I got it! You've got nowhere to go! You'll be homeless if you leave me now!
I must have forgotten to mention it earlier. With the income from my business, I actually bought a high-rise condo downtown. I've been making preparations to leave you ever since I found out you were cheating on me. Remember what they say about a woman scorned, Serge?
Oof!
And with that, goodbye. Sayonara. Hasta la vista, baby.
Hillary, no! Don't go!
After that, Serge's mom hooked me up with a lawyer who handled the divorce for me, so I never had to see Serge again. I also got a massive settlement from both Serge and his mistress for their affair. 1 month later, I heard Serge got evicted from his apartment the other day, Hillary.
Really?
Yeah, not only was he behind on rent payments, but there's constant complaints about the smell coming from his room. I guess he was screaming, "It's not my fault!" while the police dragged him out. Yeah, that sounds just like him. Plus, one of his colleagues saw the whole incident, including Serge screaming at the police officers. He told Serge's boss about it, and since his performance has been declining for some time anyway, he got fired on the spot. Everything happening all at once to him took such a toll on his mental health that he's now convinced he can see ghosts, and his apartment is haunted. Sounds like a happy ending. Me and Melanie met up and had a good laugh about everything that happened. I owe her so much. It's thanks to her quick thinking and loyalty to me that I was able to get away from Serge. Let this serve as a warning to any men out there who think they can go around treating their wives worse than hired help. You'd better watch out if you don't want to end up like Serge here did. Healthy, delicious meals, well-ironed shirts and pants, a clean house, Don't you ever forget who's responsible for making all of that happen for you. Make sure you never lose your sense of gratitude, or else you might find yourself on the receiving end of some major trouble busting. Until next time, Trouble Busters!